All right, welcome back to the channel. So Gervonta Tank Davis clowns Ryan Garcia's knockout win over Luke Campbell. Says, man, that boy is eating left hands. And Devin Haney is going to get the Gary Russell Jr. treatment from Luke Campbell and pretty much everybody else at lightweight. Let's talk about those things in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to talk about a couple things here in this video. Should be a very fun conversation. First, Gervonta Tank Davis is clowning on Ryan Garcia and his reaction to Ryan Garcia's win, pretty much saying, man, I told you so, which is like, yeah, this guy, in response to somebody saying that Ryan Garcia keeps eating straight punches. And Ryan Garcia last night did get knocked down. Now, I knew and had said for a long time that Ryan Garcia made me nervous because his head is just sitting up on the tee, and eventually somebody's going to catch that. And he did. Luke Campbell caught it multiple times. But the problem is, just like I said in my pre-fight prediction, that, yeah, Luke Campbell, I can see Luke Campbell really landed some shots on Ryan, but Luke Campbell doesn't have enough pop to do anything to Ryan, I don't believe, because he's not like he's hitting like, say, Regis Prograis or somebody like that, who's really going to sit down on their shots and when you miss, really make you pay, right? That's not Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell is kind of a cutie, fights in a very amateurish style, similar to the way that Lomachenko fights in an amateurish style, but he's just not very good. And by amateurish, I mean just not committing to the punches. He's not the shots that he's showing are meant to their ring generalship, yes. But anyway, you get my point. Luke Campbell was punching Ryan Garcia dead in the grill, and Gervonta Davis was laughing at it because the idea that Ryan Garcia is ready for Gervonta Davis is a little bit ridiculous, okay? Because Gervonta Davis is getting Luke Campbell up out of there, is getting Luke Campbell out there, and he ain't never hitting the deck, okay? He's just a much better fighter than Luke Campbell is. That said, I got a lot of hate last night from people that usually supported me. Well, actually, nobody usually supports me. People just kind of like it when I talk about a viewpoint like they see it. But as soon as I have a viewpoint that's not how they see it, I'm the worst person in the world. And it's like, so it just depends on what the subject is, depending on what camp is going to get mad, whatever. So last night it was time for Gervonta Davis fans and Devin Haney fans to get mad at me because I said it was a terrific fight. And I thought that Ryan Garcia showed heart. And not only did he show heart, he showed that he is a world-class fighter, that he is not a fake. Because if he was a fake, he wouldn't have been able to get off the canvas and knock out Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell is a legitimate fighter. Is Luke Campbell a world-class top lightweight? No. Would everybody that is a top lightweight do that to Luke Campbell? I absolutely believe that they would. However, that does put Ryan Garcia above where people knew where he was before he went into the fight. I think everybody knew he was going to get chinned at some point in time. It's boxing. You get chinned. So the question is, what's going to happen when you do? He got decked. He rolled up. He jumped back up. He went right back to fighting. And he fought like he had sense. He wasn't extra cocky with his chin hanging out and all that. He walked behind a high guard, walked the guy down, broke him down. As soon as he started going in with them body shots, Luke Campbell couldn't handle it, got out of there. That is adjustment. The kid looked good. Does that mean that he is a better fighter than Devin Haney? No. Or would he beat Devin Haney? I do not think so. However, I'm telling you that fight is closer than people think. like I don't think Gervonta Davis beats I think Gervonta Davis beats Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia. I'm not sure if Devin Haney beats him. I'm not sure. I think that is a very, very good fight, dude. A very, very good fight that I edge towards Devin Haney, but I think that fight could go either way, man. And the reason that I think that fight can go either way is that power. From what I can see, there is a big power disparity between the two, and somebody can always get caught. So it's just not guaranteed. I would favor Devin Haney to win that fight, but it's tough. It really is. However, that fight's not going to happen because Devin Haney is getting Gary Russell Jr. He's just the odd man out, and that's what it's going to be. And you can see how it's shaping up, and you guys can get mad at me for saying it. But then when it happens, go on ahead and come back and say, hey, Fanon, yeah, I hate that you were right about that, but you called it. Yeah, I called it. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia is not going to be fighting Devin Haney next. And Gervonta Tank Davis is never going to fight Devin Haney. Okay? It's not going to do it. The networks don't want that fight. Devin Haney is in the audience, and Ryan Garcia is calling out people on other networks. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, I'm telling you the word, man, we want Tank. Dog, because there's no reason to fight Devin for that belt. The belt doesn't even mean anything. It's like Mauricio Suleiman just gutted Devin Haney when he did that. Devin Haney would almost be better off dropping the WBC belt and going to trying to become the mandatory for the WBA or something. So at least when you're the mandatory for the WBA, they either got to drop the actual belt or fight you. You know what I mean? Or maybe the IBF. I don't know. But whatever probably IBF. But whatever the scenario is, no, man. Out the gate, Ryan Garcia is like, hey, man, yeah, I know about the WB, whatever, with that WBC mandatory. That's just the WBC trying to slap some money and some sanctioning fees on him. He's not going to go for that. He's not going to fight Devin Haney. He's going to go try to fight Tank. Is he going to fight Tank next? No, because they're not crazy. And they know full well they saw those body shots. They saw him. They saw Luke Campbell with that straight left hand landing down. And actually, Luke Campbell was landing, I thought, low shots, and the ref was a little bit more, I thought the ref, if anything, was leaning towards Luke Campbell in that fight because Luke was shooting I thought some shots that were if they weren't low, they were right there next to low. But anyway, Ryan Garcia is not going to be fighting Devin Haney. He's going to chase Gervonta Davis. All right. And that's just what it is. And he's not going to fight Teofimo Lopez. It's just the way boxing is right now. Like, you can see who the guys are that are the really big, who have the potentials to be the big draws, right? Gervonta Davis is the draw. Ryan Garcia is not the draw yet. He fought in the American Airlines Stadium, but that was not AT&T. All right, that's not where Errol Spence Jr. was fighting. All right, that was a littler stadium, half full littler stadium, sold to what they were allowed to sell to. But that right there does not put him in superstar status. However, you know that they believe that he has the potential, and that's the way that they're going to be aiming him. So off that fight, no, they're going to go back to the drawing board. They're going to, I'm sure, fix that chin swinging up in the air, get that chin a little bit lower, get him so where he's exchanging, people can't punch where he gets punched and catches them. Otherwise, man, he's going to go out like Amir Khan, okay? Like, he's got his head sitting up there on a tee like Amir Khan. Very fast hands, not particularly fast feet, right? You better be more responsible with your chin. Because if Ryan Garcia, say, runs into a guy like not actually, but like a Danny Garcia, there's a chance, dude, that Ryan Garcia can go to sleep in the middle of one of those 5-punch combinations that he's throwing like he don't think anything's coming back at him. And I do believe that's what got him dropped. He just thinks his hands are so fast that he can get in and out of there and can't nobody do nothing. Nah, man, they're watching you and they're going to time you, and Luke timed you. And you know full well Gervonta is going to time you with something a lot worse than what Luke Campbell dropped him down with. So put him down with. So no, I don't even see that happening. I see Ryan smartly from his team getting a few more fights, right? No Javier Fortunas, nothing like that. Because if that's Javier Fortuna, dude, I don't even know if Luke Campbell, I don't even know if he wins that against Javier Fortuna. For real. Javier Fortuna is just this awkward, really nasty style fight. But you know how boxing is. We ain't got to worry about Ryan Garcia running into Javier Fortuna. We don't have to worry about Ryan Garcia running into Regis Prograis. We don't have to worry about that, man. We don't really even have to worry about him running into Devin Haney or running into Teofimo Lopez or Gervonta Davis. All we have to worry about is them telling us about the potential of it happening, and then we can talk about that forever, right? But Lord forbid if you jump out here and say something like, well, Ryan Garcia, what about Chris Colbert? What about Regis Prograis? Right? Oh, I got Fanon. Oh my God, Fanon, stop asking for fights. Anyway, it is what it is, dog. But don't think Devin Haney's getting that fight, dog. Devin Haney ain't getting that fight. But he can work, he can push, and keep trying to get it. But I'm telling you, I think the move is 140. And even there, that's tough because they just got a boop on that whole 135, 140-pound thing. Boxing's just wild, dog. I think we just got to get used to really liking trash fights. If I like trash fights, I wouldn't have a problem with boxing. But I like really, really great fights with really, really highly skilled fighters. And I just don't see any of these guys getting in the ring with each other before they turn 30. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think. And with that, I'm out. Peace.